guys, MRShevyshevy here, where I try to be creative in unique ways. And I'm sure y'all been wondering where I've been at and how far I've gotten with my installation. And I hadn't got any further than the first side of the building on the lower section. We've had a lot of rain week before last, few days this past week, and then we had some other things going on that needed tended to before I could continue on the installation. It also got really cold. We actually had some snow in some surrounding areas, but not right here where we're at. So, of course, it didn't last. It was 39 degrees, so it was too warm for the snow to last. But anyhow, we decided to do a few in-home repairs, one room at a time. We live in an older home that was built in 1955. And there's nothing wrong with that. They were well built back in the day, and but it's been lived in by multiple families, and you know, the hardwood floors just needed to be resanded and finished. So we did start one room. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will have seen the pictures that I posted of some of the stuff that we were doing. But if not, we sanded the floor. Well, Little Miss and Mr. sanded the floor, and Mr. Heavy Chevy and Little Miss put on the first coat of polyurethane, and then Little Miss had to go to work, so I put on the second coat the following morning because it was still kind of tacky. Of course, the weather was cooling, there was some dampness in the air, so that probably prolonged the drying process. And I went to town, picked up some needed supplies, came back, and later that afternoon I put on the third coat of polyurethane. In between the second and final coat, I did paint the walls a second coat in that room, and in between all of that, I also was working in this room, where, as you can see, I have polyurethane, got polyurethane on my brain. I painted the concrete floor here in the basement. That was quite a process. It previously had peel and stick tile on the floor, and I scraped all of that up and scraped up the floor after that, cleaned it all up, and applied this floor paint. And this is in the basement. And I also painted the walls, and let me show you that, in this cobalt blue color. And a while back, the Mr. had purchased some equipment. I guess the Heavy Chevys thought they were getting a little too heavy, therefore we decided that we would do something about that. And right here you're looking at our Power Pro Bowflex. This machine here is good for the Mr. With his shoulder trouble and all, he can choose the different weights and utilize that and help with his shoulder. I hung the Little Mister's punching bag, and underneath there you'll see this is an attachment to the Bowflex, and I'm not sure how that works. I think the Mr. knows a little bit more about that. I haven't utilized this machine yet. And then if we come over here, we have this Pilates Power Gym, and I haven't figured out everything that you can do with this, but apparently that you can do a lot more than I know. But we do have YouTube. We have a TV over here in the corner so that I can learn to use each piece and in the proper format. So we got that. And if you come over here, we got a treadmill. Now this wasn't part of the package deal when we purchased the other equipment. This is something I've had for quite a while. I had one treadmill, and the poor Mr., he had to go up on the second floor to get that, and that thing was huge and it was heavy, and it went out on me, and it was just cheaper to purchase another used treadmill than to try to fix that one. It was going to be too expensive for the panel and everything. So I do enjoy the treadmill. I had good success with it. So therefore, I wanted to get that in here. So we cleared this whole room out to make this our home gym. And then we have this, you know, these are older pieces of equipment, but nonetheless they're good. And the lady, or the couple that owned these, actually had them in her basement, and she painted, I believed. She was some artist, and there was some overspray on the equipment, but that doesn't really affect the functionality of the equipment. So I've been using this, the mister's been using this, and even little mister has used this a few times. So yeah, this will track your heart rate, you know, all that good stuff. It's got the grip pulse. You just grip your hands here on the bars, and it's 10 different levels, 10 preset programs, blue, black light display, quick reference keys for easy operation. So yeah, this is the elliptical. Let's see, fitness gear, 16-inch stride length, oversized articulating pedals, heavy duty flywheel and brake. So yeah, this will wear you out in a hurry, but it's good. So yeah, so this is what I've been doing. Just fixing up these rooms, trying to get this so that we can utilize it, and you know, try to make it a little bit more fun and inviting with the bright colors, since this is a basement. And we just wanted to brighten up the space and try to make exercising a little bit more fun. So yeah, this is what I've been busy doing, guys, and whew, it's wore me out. But you know, in a good way. It's good to stay busy and accomplish things day by day. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this room and being able to utilize this and get a little bit more healthy in the process. So appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm going to get back to my insulation install. It was beautiful today, but I had to finish up putting everything back because I put the second coat on this floor yesterday evening. And the very last coat that I was doing, I dropped the paint can and splattered it all over the blue wall, and had some touch up to do this morning and to edge out the wall. I should have probably edged it out first, but I didn't. I was in a hurry. I wanted to get it done. And then we went to a friend's house to watch a Super Bowl, so I didn't get back in time to finish the job. So I came back, and it was late. We went to bed, and I got up this morning and went and got a chiropractic treatment after all that work, and came home. We had lunch, and I came down and I finished up this floor and touched up the splattered paint on the blue. Thankfully, I had some blue left. And guys, when you're going to do projects like these, don't forget to check out your Home Depots, your Lowe's. And I'm not sponsored by either one of them. I just, when I find a good deal, I like to share that with people. I got this floor paint for $9. And this is the actual concrete floor paint. That stuff is really expensive. And I got that where they mix, in the painting department, they'll have a little section, or at least they do here, and I know they do. I got it at Home Depot, and I know they do it at Lowe's as well. But somebody either had it mixed up or somebody mixed it wrong, and they sell it at a discounted price. So check that first before you purchase paint. I always get a really good deal on paint. I'm always doing something with paint and changing the look of things, and I'm always looking for a deal. So check that out. I got that for $9 a gallon, and the paint for the walls was like $5 for the gallon. So for 15 bucks, I got to dress up our exercise room. Thank y'all for watching. Bye now.